Feeling excited to move today. Don't need any equipment. Is that better? Oh, we'll see. Alright, so let's get started. It's a little bit cold over here, so we're just going to work to kind of get our heart rate up a little bit. So we're going to bring those feet together. We're going to move to the balls of our feet. We're just going to start some lateral hops, side to side. And try to keep those feet together. Work a little coordination, just a little bounce. If you're not quite there this morning, we can just do some side-to-side steps. That's fine. But we're just going to make sure that we get some blood flowing through those arms, through those legs, through that heart, the lungs, all the internals as well. So we're just going to stay here. We're going to stay nice and light, like you're jumping rope. Just doing a little fancy side-to-side. All right, we're going to go here for about 10 more seconds. Moving it. And relax. All right, we're going to slow it down a little bit. Working on some rotation. So we're going to take a nice, good long lunge. Whatever knee is out in front, we're going to pull ourselves around the top of that knee. Alternate going to the other side. So if it helps, kind of take that hand to the outside of the knee and push against that knee as you kind of use this front arm to pull yourself around. Getting those legs going, getting that core going, getting some toys going. Let's go one more each way. All right. Once you finish that, we're going to take whichever leg you like. We're going to hug around the knee. We're going to grab onto the ankle. We're going to pull that in towards that chest. We're going to hold there about 5 seconds or so. And relax. We'll grab the other one and pull that in. Should be feeling a nice little stretch through the glute. We'll be needing those today. I'm going to go back and forth here. I'm going to hold just a little bit longer this second time. And grab them to the other side. Also, you know, of course, it's Thursday. We got to work on that balance a little bit. All right, so we're going to do the same thing one more time, but this time I want you to work to bend that knee and stand it up. So still pulling nice and tight here, just getting a little bend, a little dynamic balance. One more time, doesn't have to be low, just a little bit of a bend and relax. And one more time on this side, make sure that knee is pulled in nice and tight, and then getting down with that little bit of a bend. So notice my down knee, I'm not caving that knee in towards the middle of my body. Kind of working to press that out towards the side, create stability through that glute. And press it up. All right. A little bit more focus on the glute. We're going to drop down to the ground. We're going to take our arms, the back of our forearms, and our hands. We're going to put those down on the ground. All right. Kind of working to squeeze those shoulder blades together. We're going to bridge those hips up. We're going to pull one knee up. There's going to be a lot going on here. So single leg glute bridge right here. You're familiar with that. So pushing the back of your palms into the ground. We're going to slide those up into kind of an overhead position. We're going to pull those back down. Bring that leg back down. Still staying in that glute bridge. Other leg comes up. Pushing those hands up. Pushing those hands into the ground. Pulling back down. Pulling that leg back down. Knee up, slide, pulling back down, down, other side. So we're making sure we're kind of getting those shoulders nice and warmed up, that upper back nice and tight. We're going to go one more time each way. So working to kind of correct that bad posture, all those muscles in that upper back. Last time this side. Putting that effort into that ground and go ahead and relax. All right. So hopping up to our feet, what we're going to get started with is going to be some single leg kickbacks. So talked about that balance. Of course, we got to go ahead and get that done. Glutes are nice and warmed up, so we'll go ahead and hit those first. So what we're going to do is you're going to stand on a single leg. We're going to hinge over like we were about to do in RDL. But this time we're going to take this heel, we're going to kick this heel back and push it to the ceiling. Okay? So keeping a nice right angle in this knee as we kick this up and pull it in. Alright? That's all it's looking like right here. So we're focused on a nice good stability on that down leg, creating tension through that lower leg by pulling that toe up towards you. And so we kind of really accentuate driving that heel up and working to squeeze that glute at the top. You're actively trying to kick the ceiling. We're going to go about 5 more reps on this side. Find that stability, getting you going nice and early here. 2 more. And relax. We'll go ahead and switch to the other leg. Alright, so find that stability, soft bend in that knee. Get a nice good right angle, whatever leg you started with. We're on the other side now. And driving it up. Alright, may take a few reps to kind of feel out what we're actually doing here. Alright, making sure that we're not just swinging our leg back and forth, right? Get down, get focused, find that stability in that down leg, and really working on turning down that glute as we punch, as we kick the ceiling. Alright, some good stability through that core here as well. Pulling those abs nice and tight. Make sure that hamstring, that glute on the down leg is loaded. I'm going to go about 3 more here. Alright. Feel a little juice in the caboose? Alright, we're going to go to some split squat jumps. So we're going to take those legs, find kind of our lunge split stance position. We're going to drop down and power up. Okay? Down and come back up. If you would like to do continuous jumps, down, coming right into that next rep, you can go for it. I want you to really focus on getting down and exploding up through those reps. Alright? Focus on a nice soft landing. Notice I'm bending those knees. Some little shock absorption through those ankles as well. We're going to go 3 more here. Just working on good power coming from that front leg, support coming from that back leg, and switch sides. So find that stability, dropping down, pushing up. I want to challenge you to stay nice and light on those feet. When we come down, make sure there's not any elephants coming down the floor. I got 4 more. With those arms, find whatever's comfortable. Alright, if you want to garner some momentum, drawing them back and throwing them up, that's fine. Or if you want to hang out in front, push them down, whatever's more comfortable. Last one. And relax. Alright, so we got a little stability, we got a little power. Now we got to get a little of that speed, a little of that cardio. Alright? So we're going to do some fast feet with a twist. Okay, fast feet, we're looking right here. Right? And keep those arms stationary, or we can slow arms. Alright? I'm going to give you calls of left and right as we go through. So for fast feet, and I call left, we're rotating our lower body to the left, pulling it right back to the middle, back at it. Alright, same thing about I call the right, or to the right. So it's going to look like left, right, just like that. Alright? So I'll give you a second, figure out which side is your left, which side is your right. Ready? Alright, let's get down on those toes and go. So we're just moving those feet, nice and light. Left, good. Left, oh, did you go right? Right, right, left, right, and relax. Alright, good job, folks. Take a quick second, grab a swig of water, and do the same thing one more time. And we're starting from the top. Pick a leg, whichever leg you like. Put that down on the ground. Bend the other one 90 degrees. So remember that ankle, pull that toe up toward you, create tension through the front of the shin. Alright, let's go into those kicks. Work on squeezing that glute. And work to slow things down here. Get that heart rate under control. Get our breathing under control. Good. So take your time with these. I want you to focus on each and every rep. Getting as much tension through that backside as you can. Juice the caboose. Come on. Good. How's that stability looking? Foot is planted into the ground. 2 more. Big toe, little toe, heel, creating that tripod of stability. Good, and relax that side. Awesome job. Let's switch to that other leg. All right. Get that nice right angle, creating that tension through that ankle. And let's kick it. Find that stability. I like to kind of find a point on the ground and stare at that point. Pretty sure that floor is not going to move. So as long as I stay fixed on it, I'm going to not move either. Good. Feel it in those glutes yet? Hopefully. Means we're doing something right. 2 more. And relax. Alright, split squat jumps. Pick a leg, any leg. Goes out in front. Other leg to the back. Think about, again, power. This is our power. So getting up as high as you can up off the ground. Alright? Let's go for it. At your own pace. Driving through. Ooh, we'll come down a little bit more stable than that. Still trying to land in that split squat position. Ready for that next rep. So learning some body control here. Coming down nice and easy. Think about the Karate Kid, right? When they're doing those kicks on the little posts. 2 more on the side. Coming right back down to where you came off of. All right. Quick note, we'll go to the other side. Make sure those feet aren't lined up like on a balance beam. Think about it more hip width apart, like you're on railroad tracks, a very small railroad track. All right, let's go to the other side. Big power, dropping down, pushing up. One side, it's a good chance you'll feel a little bit more stable than the other. There's a good chance that's your dominant side, which is totally fine, which is to be expected. So I want you to try to match both of those sides to one another. Same amount of power, same amount of stability, same amount of focus. 2 more. Last one here, big jump. And relax. All right. We got our kickbacks. We got our split squat jumps. We're gonna go fast feet. Give you a second to prepare mentally. You're gonna figure out your left, figure out your right. Now let's get it going. All right. Listen for those call outs. Fast feet and go. Good. Stand on those toes, right. Stand on those toes, right. Right back to it, left. 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 Right. Right. And relax. All right, all right. Coordination improving. Feet going fast. Sure hope so. Give you a quick rest. Sip of water. We've got one final round doing those movements. All right. So we know what to do. We know what to expect. We're going to fly through this 3rd round. Again, that single leg. Create that tension in that down leg. And let's kick it back. Make sure on that down leg, all right, we're not too far forward. All right, if you feel a lot of tension in your quad, try to push that hip, load it into that glute a little bit more if you can. But try to stay square of the ground, unlike that one. So think about this as a very heavy glute exercise. So we are contractually obligated. We are concentrically contracting this leg that's moving, isometrically holding this down leg, this stability leg. So we are working both glutes here We got 2 more on the kick side. And down. Shake it out. I'm going to go one more time. On the other, go ahead and switch legs. Find your stability and go for it. Working to kick. Think about the more that we can extend this hip, the more contraction we're getting in that back glute. They are opposites. From the hip, opening up, squeezing that glute, closing that door. Great movement for a nice little midday exercise snack. If you're sitting in a chair for too long, those hip flexors keep tightening up on you. Work at that opposite muscle group 2 more. That glute. Find some balance in those hips. All right, split squat jumps. Let's go for it. One in front of the other. Squat down and push. Find that stability. Nice and light. Hopefully, as you get deeper into this, start feeling this fatigue. Stay a little bit more focused. Coming down, finding that balance. And think about this like a gymnastics routine. Hit the ground and try to stick it. Working on to control that balance before we get back up. One more. Good. Think about the more extra steps you take when you land, the more points you lose. Shooting for perfect 10s here. Other side, let's do it. Big push off that front foot. Power that quad. Those glutes, they are nice and primed. Ready for explosiveness. Good. We got 3 more. Good. Make sure that bending that back knee, getting close to that ground. I'm on my best. One last one. Stick that landing. And all right, we're gonna go for our fast feet with a twist. Last time doing this one. Are you ready for it? Left and right. Fast feet and go. Good. Keep those fast feet moving. Right. Right. Right back to those fast feet. Come on, stay with me. Left. Left. Right. Left. 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 Right. And relax. All right. Way to hang in there. Get a quick sip of water. All right, we're going to move forward. We're going to work a little bit of upper body here to close things up. First movement, we're going to do some renegade rows. All right, so a little bit of stability work. We're going to get in that high plank position. Feet nice and wide, about shoulder width apart, maybe just outside. We're going to take one hand, bring it to our hip, and put it back down. Other hand pulls that hip and back down. Alternating back and forth here. Finding that stability each time you lift. We're looking to avoid rotations in the hip. All right, make sure that shirt is that chest square right down to the ground every single rep. Should feel that core firing up, getting ready for abs class here in about 10 minutes. We go 2 more each side. Find that stability. All right, notice my pace. I'm not rushing through this. In control each and every rep. All right. So we're gonna bring it up to our feet. We're gonna do a little bit of different take on some upper back movements here. All right, so instead of those bent over T's that we normally do, we're gonna do a little bit of rotation work. So think about just like that glute bridge that we did, or sliding those hands up. Very similar kind of movement. We're gonna take a bent over position, as if we're gonna do bent over rows. Okay? We're gonna start with those arms nice and long. We're gonna start by squeezing those shoulder blades together, drawing those elbows up. In this position, we're gonna take our elbows as a fixed point, and we're gonna rotate those hands up as far as you can. Hold it for a second or 2. Back down, back down, back down. Okay, let's try that again. Squeeze those shoulder blades, number 1. Pull those elbows up, number 2. Rotate in that reverse and hold and release, release, and release. So we're learning control of those shoulder blades. Going to help hugely any pressing, any pulling movements of that overhead. Go ahead at your own pace here. So being able to control those small little muscles, small joints is going to be hugely helpful. Kind of a global approach to exercise. Learn how to work that small stuff, really improve the big stuff. All right, I'm going to 2 more here. Squeeze, elbows rotate. And again, I want you to really hold that external rotation as you get up there. Hold that for a good second or 2. Focus on those shoulder blades being squeezed together. And then relax. That was a little fun, right? All right. So third movement of this set, a little bit more dynamic. I don't think we've done it in this particular class. If you'd like to join me for strength flows on Wednesdays, you may have seen this one before. We're going to start in what we call our beast position or our primal position, which is basically just hands and knees. But we're going to tuck our toes under, lift our knees up off the ground. All right, we're going to load our beast. So we're going to push back into kind of like a child's pose, but my knees are up off the ground. And as I come forward, I'm going to bring my left foot to replace my left hand and pull that left hand up in the air. All right, so kind of like a runner's lunge position here. I'm putting my left hand back down, step my left foot back, reload that beast, hit the same on the other side. All right, notice I'm trying to get my chest up and proud, squeezing that shoulder blade in the back, hand back down, reload. All right, so we're just going to be a little bit more explosive here, going kind of full speed. Dynamic movement here, just like everything else. If we need to slow this down a little bit, if you need to get yourself reset, reload, and then go for it. For those who are feeling good about it, let's work on pulling through, exploding through, get a little mobility in that hip here at the same time. Oh yeah, great hip opener, great way to put some dynamic movement into our stretching. Go 1 more on each side. And we'll bring it back to base. All right, we've got 1 more quick round of those 3. And then we're gonna get you out of here. All right, so back to that renegade row. We're in that high plank position. Yeah, working on stability. Pulling that hand to that hip and back down. Hand to hip and back down. Nice, good pause. Good control. We've done all our cardio for today. So we're just going to work on stability and strength. Stability through that shoulder. Stability through that core. Strengthen those shoulders. There it is. Let's go 1 more each side. Good, strong stability. Last one. And relax. We'll bring it up to our feet. We're going to hit that hinge over position. We're going to get those arms down. Remember, 3 positions. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Elbows up. And rotate. Squeeze, hold. Down, down, and down. Good. Really getting those hands back there. I want you to really challenge yourself. How much external rotation can you put on those shoulders? How tight can you squeeze those shoulder blades behind you? There it is. We're going to go 2 more on this. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Shoulder blades are in constant tension here. Good, strong upper back. Still breathing, still breathing. All right, let's drop it down. We got our final one. Load that piece, that front step. We're gonna finish it up with this one. So I want you to give your best effort here. Let's rock and roll, getting into it. Pushing through, open that hip. Place and step back. Pull that shoulder blade back. Get a good strong step going forward. Again, creating some dynamic stability, some mobility through those hips. Great exercise. Add to the beginning or the end of any workout. We're gonna go one more each side. Finish strong. Last one. And relax. All right, that's gonna do it for some full body blast. Appreciate you coming out and spending some time with me. We got abs class coming up next. Grab some water. We'll be right back.